Welcome to Time to Win podcast. It's not just a podcast. It's the official personal growth locker room of life where champions just like you gather to cultivate their courage, create a life-changing game plan of success, and celebrate their wins. I'm RJ Jackson, your personal growth coach and host, and I'm committed to seeing you win. As a professional speaker and growth coach for over 3 decades, I've worked with and inspired thousands to grow their greatness and transform their setbacks into a comeback. And now it's your turn. It's time to win. So if you're ready, grab something to take notes with. We're about to dive in. Let's go fight win. Was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, everybody was crying, "We're broke," including the mouse. They had spent all of their dough. Instead of having their holiday spirits being high, they were at an all-time low. Now this, my friend, does not have to be you, because I'm going to share with you a tip or two on how not to spend all of your funds so that on Christmas Day you can say with all your heart, "Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's enjoy the day and have some fun." Hello, everybody, and welcome to Time to Win podcast. I am your host, RJ Jackson, and I am excited and delighted to have you join us in the locker room of life. Today, we are finishing up the Christmas holiday series and how to be stress-free as we prepare for and go into 2023. Now, just before we get started, I want to let you know that today's broadcast is brought to you by JT Sands and Associates Consulting Firm. At JT Sands, they believe a life lived right is a legacy left. We want to say thank you to JT Sands for making today's broadcast and every broadcast this month possible. And my friend, we can't leave you out either. We want to say thank you for being the most valuable part of our journey. So today, as we talk about how to avoid overspending on the week of Christmas, I want you not only to get your pen and paper out and take notes, I want you to put your money away because we're going to help you save some today. I know this is the time of the season where crunch time, like, oh, did I get so-and-so a gift? And what about so-and-so? Oh, and I forgot so-and-so. Today, my friend, I'm going to help you not give away all your money. So I want you to be sure to take notes on every tip so that you can go into 2023 debt-free and some extra ching-ching in your pocket. As we draw closer and closer to Christmas, I really want to help you avoid overspending on those last-minute gifts. Now, with the pressure to get everyone a gift, it's a great time to pause and reflect on why you and your family celebrate the Christmas season. As we get closer to Christmas, it is so easy to have that shiny object syndrome where we see it, we want it, and we end up getting it, only to have regrets later as to why we purchased it in the first place. If that's you and you find yourself in line approaching the cashier with more than you expected to get because it was a shiny object, here's my 3-word counseling session as you decide, should I get it? Should I? Here it is. Ready? Don't do it. You can thank me later. No worries. Instead of falling for the shiny object last-minute Christmas gifts, here are 3 stress-busting, money-saving strategies that I want to share with you to help you go home happy when you're done with your Christmas shopping. You want to write these down so you can remember, because as much as we have on our mind, it's easy to forget. Number 1, be aware of the retail rat race. Retailers know this is the last minute for so many people. They know it's crunch time. They know your money probably just came in and you are excited about spending it. It's burning a hole in your pocket. And guess what? they want it. They want your money. So they're going to come up with all kind of gimmicks that say, give it to us, including the word sale, 50% off, last chance to get it. They're going to appeal to your emotions so you will feel like you won't miss out and you're getting a deal. Just the other day, I was in the store that was going out of business. So they had a big sign, everything must go, going out of business, big sale. However, when I went into the store, items were only marked 5% off, 10% off, and very few were 40% off. The problem with the 5 and 10% off is the price is already marked up way more, like 25, 30% more than what it cost anyhow. I'm not talking about just the regular retail markup. I'm talking about the markup that they got to tell you is marked down 20%. So understand how the game is played and don't fall for the rat race of retail. The truth of the matter is when it comes to retail and purchasing, we've been marketed to so much, we've been conditioned to buy and to spend and to get it now instead of taking time to pause and reflect on why we're buying what we're buying. Which takes me to number 2. If you want to avoid overspending, you want to give to bless and not impress. Give to bless and not impress. Well, what do you mean by that, RJ? That's a great question. I'm so happy that you asked. Most of the marketing that's done to us is to help us feel good about ourselves and to help us make other people feel good as well. So when you go into the store, you may see something shiny object that looks really good. And you may say, oh, Barbara would really like this. It looks elegant. It's expensive. Oh, yeah, I think she would like this. She might like it. But the real question is, can she use it? Does she need it? Is it something that appeals to who she is? Or is it just something you want to give her to make you look good because it looks expensive, it looks rich, and it will make you feel good and it'll make her think highly of you? If Barbara just needs a gas card, my friend, get her a gas card, okay? Avoid giving to impress. Instead, give to bless. Give people out of their love language, not out of yours. And for some people, gifts are not their love language. So when we give gifts and people are like, oh, thank you, we're all bent out of shape because they're not like, oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love it. When we give to bless and not impress, the person will not only be blessed, but they will let you know how happy they are to receive your gift because it will resonate with them and it will definitely speak to their heart. So number 2, be sure when you're giving that you're giving to be a blessing and you're not giving to be impressing other people. And number 3, stick to your list. Like at the last minute, you're going to see way more than you want to see in terms of what to buy. It's going to be a little overwhelming. You're going to go in the store for one thing and you're going to see 900 new things they've added to the shelves that look pretty. They're going to have those sale signs on it, as I said earlier. And you pretty much have everyone's gift. And maybe you're going in for 1 or 2 more, but you're going to start seeing beautiful items that you probably want to pick up and say, oh, well, I forgot about so-and-so. Oh, what about so-and-so? And the next thing you know, you're buying gifts for people that you never intended to buy gifts for in the first place. And the bad thing about that is not the giving, it's the overspending. And the overspending typically leads to debt. And debt leads to being overwhelmed and being weary. And remember, we don't want to be weary when winning is on the menu. So stick to your list. And with your list, let's say you do have Uncle Bob added on your list, but you're not going to see him before Christmas, then don't be in such a hurry to get his gift before Christmas. Why don't you wait until after Christmas, since you're not going to see him before Christmas anyhow, and purchase his gift at the retail markdown price? I know sometimes we're like, but it may not be available, and that's true. And if that's the case, get it. But if you're not sure what you want to get, then don't be locked into getting something just because it's there. Be intentional about your giving and be intentional about your spending. Remember, it is important that we are good stewards of our money and our time. This is the season to be jolly, and Jesus really is the reason for the season. Don't overspend your money and get bogged down, weary, overwhelmed, in debt as you go into 2023. Remember, spending time with people you love, your friends and family, is what matters most. As the song says, Christmas just ain't Christmas without the ones you love. Don't be like the lady at the UPS store the other day when she came in with a small package in her hand and requested a big box. When the clerk asked her what size box she needed, she pointed to the man next to her and said, "One large enough to put him in. It's time to get rid of him." Instead, this holiday season, draw close to one another, forgive one another, give second chances, and love on one another like never before. Let this holiday season be a season to remember with money still in your pocket. All right, my friend, let me recap the 3 stress-busting, money-saving tips that I gave you so that you won't overspend. And at the end of the Christmas season, you will still be filled with joy. Number 1, avoid the retail rat race. Understand the trap that is set for you and refuse to get caught up in it. Number 2, give to bless and not impress. Be a blessing in your giving so that the people you give to are blessed beyond measure. And number 3, stick to your gift list. Avoid adding last-minute people to the list. Stick to the list that you set in the beginning and don't allow the shiny objects to get you caught off guard. And now, let's spin the wheel and see what our time to win bonus is for today. Hey, remember, red wins. Let's see where it's gonna land. And oh, it lands on RJ's world. So for the bonus today, I get to invite you into my world and share a little bit about me today. So with it being about Christmas and overspending and sharing, I'm going to share with you my personal wish list for Christmas on what I want for myself and what I told my family that I want. This is nothing new for me. For the last 10 years or so, my answer when I'm asked what it is I want for Christmas is always the same. I want experiences. I do not want anything I have to pick up, clean up, tape up, fix up, dust off, or put away, not even hang up. I don't want anything I have to take care of. Give me an experience. Let me experience something new, whether that's a new vegan restaurant or a new facility, a new museum. I really believe that experiences make us rich long after the holiday season. So that's a little bit about me and what I'm looking for in terms of gifts for this Christmas. I'd love to know what you want for Christmas as well. So feel free to comment, share, and let me know what's on your Christmas list this Christmas. All right, my friend, we've come to the end, and I want to say thank you for being the best part of our world today here on Time to Win. Thank you for joining us in the locker room of life. I'm not tired, but my time is expired, and therefore I'm gonna have to let you go. Enjoy your holidays with your family. But just before I do, I want to remind you as we go into 2023, we're finishing 2022 strong, and we're busting the door down for 2023. And we invite you to join us in the Winner's Circle, the Cure Circle for Women. You can find out more information about the Cure Circle for Women, where we believe you belong. To join us, visit thecureforwomen.com. That's thecureforwomen.com. We currently, to the end of this month, have open enrollment at no cost to you. Be sure to get in while the doors are open. From my family to yours, Merry Christmas, my friend. We'll see you again soon on the other side of fear, because that's where life is happening. Thank you for listening to Time to Win. I recognize that you appreciate the value provided in today's episode, and for your gratitude, I'm giving you a Time to Win VIP listener badge. So head on over to timetowinpodcast.com. That's timetowinpodcast.com and claim your badge and gain immediate VIP access to more of our next level resources and opportunities, including details on the huddle, a table for 10, the Cure Circle, and the Cure Retreat. Because you've enjoyed today's session, you can also express your gratitude by rating, reviewing, and returning next week with a friend. Oh, by the way, be sure to screenshot today's episode and share it in your Instagram and Facebook story or on your favorite social media platform. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week in the locker room of life, here on Time to Win. And remember, the best time to win is now.
Shine bright like a diamond.